First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodesh. Double honors to my apostles and elders of GMS, leaders of Israel right now. Salutations to the Akim out there pushing this word in all sincerity and in all truth. Now, today, February the 1st, marks the beginning of celebration of Black History Month. Right, so I wanted to touch into this. I want to just do a short commentary, bring out a few scriptures, because Black history, represents one of the major wolves that have been pulled over our people's eyes. One of the major deceptions that have been taught to our people over the years, that they are black, right? And our people have been taught to celebrate Black history, right, as a part of their history. And through Black history or African American history, they have been taught that, they are from Africa, that we are from Africa, that we should celebrate our achievements in this life, in this kingdom, in this man's kingdom, as you see here on the screen, right? All these people are people who have achieved something, in this life, we see. But none of these people, taught our people, taught our nation, taught our race, if you might want to call it that, which they don't even understand the word race when they use the word race, because the word race represents a lineage, right? The descendants of a specific man. A color cannot be a race, right? So, but what I was saying is that none of these people brought the nation of Israel back to their true nationality, back to their true inheritance, back to their true heritage, and to their true God, which is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. All these people sought to do was either accomplish achievements in this world. As you see, the guy in the front here, his ear is all permed, So all these people, the majority of them do is try to accomplish things in this world, right? And then you have Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, who were both renowned activists in their time, but none of whom taught the truth of the scriptures, right? Martin Luther King was a pacifist, right, at best, right, who pacified, Jake when they wanted to rile up against the so-called white man teaching peace between us, right, when the Lord prescribed no such thing, right? Malcolm X, was a Muslim, right, which the scriptures doesn't teach us that we're Muslim, and in the end he wanted to say that, both whites and Chinese and Indians and all people can be the same faith and the same, belief. So really and truly, none of these men did any good for the nation of Israel, because we're still here, we're still suffering, right? The majority of our people don't still know who they are and where they're from, right? Don't know their history, don't know their power, right? So people celebrate this as something that is beneficial to our people, as we should celebrate our accomplishments in this society, when really and truly what we should be doing is yearning to leave, right? So this conception, Black History Month, we have to understand that if this were the truth, right, would our enemy, would the so-called white man allow this to proliferate the way it has, right? Because now it's celebrated in America, in Canada, in UK, and since 2016, it's also celebrated in the Netherlands. If this were something that is the truth, right, would it be allowed to proliferate the way it has, right? Knowing the control that the so-called white man has over information and over sensitization of information, right? Because look at the Hebrew Israelite movement. For example, the Hebrew Israelite movement is first of all demonized, as the black, quote unquote black Hebrew Israelite movements, right? And it's demonized as something that is hate speech, is racist teaching, and they mock at the fact that we say that we are the true Hebrew Israelites, that we are the true descendants of Jacob, Isaac, and Abraham, right? Because there was this video that the Elder Yashawama put up recently, a Caucasian woman, an Edomite woman, was saying, that the black Hebrew Israelites, they call us black Hebrew Israelites, even though we do not subscribe to that. But she was saying that the Hebrew Israelites are, in effect, the same as the Ku Klux Klan, which was a radical racist white group, back a few decades ago, right? And she compared us also to the Black Panther movement. So basically, these people will not recognize truth. The so-called white man will not recognize and allow truth to proliferate without demonizing it, right? So the fact that you are allowed to celebrate Black History Month, right, in your captivity, because we're still in captivity, means that this must not be the truth. Why would then your enemy allow you to proliferate truth like that and make it an official thing in his kingdom when all he teaches is lies, right? But let's just get to a few scriptures, to highlight, where we are in prophecy and what the Heavenly Father, through His Word, through His Son, has to say about the condition our people are in right now, right? So here we go to Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For you have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. So first of all, we are Israelites, the Negroes, the Latinos, the North American Indians, and also our brethren scattered among all the nations of the world, right? We have discontinued from our heritage. We have been discontinued from our heritage because we have kindled a fire against the Heavenly Father, our power, Yahweh. We have sinned against Him, and because of that, He scattered us unto all nations, right? And He removed the remembrance of our nationality, of our heritage, of our inheritance from us, right? And caused us, and have been causing us to serve our enemies in a land which we know it not, which merely speaks about America, right? So in America, we have lost our heritage. We have been taught that we are Africans. We have been taught that we are black. We have been taught to celebrate black culture, which is nothing more than another void abyss given to our people to suck the light from them, because black culture celebrates so much depravity, especially among the so-called black woman, right? It celebrates so much effeminacy among the men, right? This is not our true culture, right? And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. So the men that you see on the highways and the byways, GMS specifically, we teach the unfiltered truth that here, we are the true Hebrew Israelites. We are the ones who, were the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We have been scattered, through the history pages among different nations, into slavery, mainly in America, because of the sins that we have committed against our Heavenly Father, right? And now is the time that He's gathering us, through the prophecies, through us going out there prophesying, and through the grace that is in His Son, Yahweh Shai, right? So we are being gathered right now, right? And we don't need the so-called white man to celebrate Hebrew Israelite History Month, which he will not, because that will undermine the integrity of the false integrity of the state of Israel right now over there in the Middle East. Because if he acknowledges the Negroes, the Latinos, and the North American Indians as the true descendants of Israel, then that undermines